Hello everyone, and welcome to AWS Quick Tips. Did you know that failed multi-part uploads could be cluttering your AWS S3 storage and costing you money? These invisible data fragments may exist in your account, but don't worry. Today, we're going to teach you how to set up a lifecycle rule to automatically delete these fragments. The first thing that I'd like to do is help you identify whether or not you have any incomplete multi-part uploads today. So in the S3 console, we want to go to the little hamburger menu up in the upper left-hand side. We want to go down to Storage Lens, and we want to go to Dashboards. And then once we're in Dashboards, we want to go to the default account dashboard. Now you can set up a custom dashboard for this, but I'm just going to show you how to access this data very quickly. We want to go into Bucket, and then we want to change total storage just to incomplete multi-part upload bytes. And what that's going to do is it tells me, oh, I've got some incomplete multi-part uploads. So you can see that I realistically have about 600 megabytes of incomplete multi-part uploads. What we're going to do now is we're going to go back to that hamburger menu. We're going to go to Buckets, and then we're going to go, for me, I'm going to go to this demo bucket that I created. But you would want to select whatever bucket you found incomplete multi-part uploads in. Once we're in that bucket, now we can go to Management in that bucket, and we're going to create a lifecycle rule. So the lifecycle rule that I'm going to call here is delete MPUs. And then you want this to apply to all objects in the bucket. You're going to have to acknowledge that you are potentially creating something that's going to affect all of the objects in that bucket. And then down here, delete expired object, delete markers, or incomplete multi-part uploads is what we're interested in. We're going to go ahead and select that. We're going to scroll down a little further, and you want to delete incomplete multi-part uploads. Now, the number of days is really up to you. Some people like to select 7 or 10. Some people like to select 1. It depends on how big the files that you're uploading to S3 are and how long it takes them to actually reach the destination. So if you're transferring 10 terabytes of data and it takes 3 days, you would not want to set your number of days to 1 because you would end up wiping out a bunch of the multi-part uploads in the middle of that transfer. So whatever your longest length of transfer that you anticipate is what you'd want to do. I go ahead and set 7. I think that's a pretty safe number of days. And then I can go ahead and create this rule. So we've gone ahead and created the lifecycle rule, and I'm just going to refresh the page here so that we can see it, and there it is. We've got delete MPUs. It is enabled. It's on the entire bucket, and it's going to permanently delete these. So in a few days, if I were to go back to Storage Lens into my dashboards and looked for the incomplete multi-part uploads, I should find that those have been deleted. It's worth mentioning that you should consider creating a multi-part upload lifecycle rule for all of your S3 buckets. It's also a good idea to test your rule to make sure that it works. You can simulate a failed upload and check back after the period that you've set to ensure the fragments are deleted. This may take you a couple of days, but it's absolutely worth your time to make sure that this multi-part upload lifecycle rule is working as intended. So there you have it, folks, a step-by-step guide to keeping your S3 buckets clean and efficient by setting up a lifecycle rule for multi-part uploads. Now, if you're scratching your head at any of the steps that we've just gone through, don't hesitate to reach out to AWS support, your account manager, or your solutions architect. They can provide you with the tailored guidance that you need. For additional information on this topic, please go to the link below. Thanks for tuning in to this quick tip, and we'll see you next time.